Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations doing another tool example for the biome generator for my Wonderscape Worlds Building Toolkit. So let's go ahead and talk about assemblies. Now, when it comes to the normal type of assembly, which as you can see, we only see two kinds. This one has a cube around it. This one doesn't. If I come over here and show you, we have assembly filled right here. And that's going to be generating what you see this one right here. This is an assembly. This other one, it's also an assembly, but it's using a blueprint. And that's because they serve two separate purposes. Now, the normal assembly, this one right here, will always be identical. From every single one that you go to, it is currently identical. I'm trying to find a way to make to where we can randomize what's being populated, but at the moment, the method I'm using for this, when used here, goes ahead and duplicates every single mesh on every single point, and that just doesn't work. But as you can see here with this one has two rocks, that one has one rock, two rocks, and then there's one all the way over here that has no rocks. Well, it has small ones, but no big ones. So that's what we are going over, our assemblies. The first thing that I want to teach you before I go over this bad boy, this big bad boy, we're going to go over the normal assembly so you know how to make one. It's not something that has gone over frequently, so let's go ahead and have some fun with that. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to be using the meshes from the PCG stuff. I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to just make something here. Come over here. I'm going to place this right here just like this. And then move that just like that. Stuff like this. And this is all we're really doing. But I want to make sure that I get you guys understanding how this works. Awesome. Since there's, only one cactus type. And you know what? Let's go ahead do this. And I'm going to go to the material. And I will duplicate this. Ah, that I don't want to duplicate. So let's go back to it here. I should be able to create a material instance. Yes. I'm going to give it this material instance. And then we'll change the color. Yeah, that works. Okay, apparently saving a material takes a little bit of time here. There we go. Close that, don't need that. Don't need that. All right. So now we have here our instance. Well, it's not yet. So the next thing we need to do is turn it into an instance level. So there's a couple ways that you can set a few things up, but just so that you understand how this works, and I may use it in the future, I'm going to select all of these rocks. I'm going to go to tag, and I'm going to name it rock. And then I'm going to name these ones for the sake of keeping things consistent. I'm just going to name them tree. Then these I will name, foliage. There we go. You can, after you've made the level and everything, you can do what I just did in the level, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But I wanted to get it out of the way. The next thing I'm going to do is I need to know what this one is. This is Cactus 01. Okay, so now I will right click after selecting every actor I want in it. Go to level, and you have create level instance and create packed level instance. Now with the level instance, you can technically have things like other blueprints in there, so that you would be able to get a great deal more within it to utilize. With a packed level instance, it puts everything into static meshes. I mean, not meshes, instanced static meshes or hierarchical static meshes, depending on the situation. So we're going to go ahead and hit create packed level actor. And the pivot type, you can go with central min Z or center, world origin. I like to go with the actor, and we established that it's Cactus 1. So I'll hit OK. Then I'm going to go in here, go to PCG, go to level instances, packed. As you can see, this is where both of them are at. And then I'm going to call this assembly example 2. Hit save. The next thing it's going to want to do is it's going to want to create a blueprint of the packed level instance. Blueprint packed. So we'll go ahead and hit save. And here it is. So you can place these in the world if you wanted to. The other option is creating these PCG data assets. And the way we do that is from right here, I'll right click on this example 2, and you go to asset actions, create PCG assets from levels. And I'm going to keep the name the same. And there we go. We now have it created. Now then, say we decide we want to add more, we want to rename something, we want to add tags, whatever. Control E brings you into this level so that you can mess with anything that you want, as you can see here in the outliner. You can do what you want. You can add more, you can remove stuff, whatever. Then upon exit, obviously right now it's disappeared. That's fine. That happens every single time. But once I open the level back up, excuse me on that, here it is back in the world. Now, if you made changes, the first thing you need to do, if you're using this option, is you'll need to then right click and come to Asset Actions, Update PCG Asset, and it will update everything from the level. And that is how that works. At that point, you can then place the this right here, this option. Whoops, I opened it for some reason. Right into the assembly option, and it will populate for you.